So y'all, man, awaken instantly. Find consciousness, part two. So how to find consciousness? Consciousness is not something that you find. It's just there. It's present. It's just being. You know how you're like I said, you're in a critical situation, whether life threatening or it's very, major that you got to pay attention to, right? You're just present. You're just being, no matter what. That's what it is. It involves you to be present in the moment. You need to be in the present moment because that's what it is. It's not about time. It's not in a loop because when you're thinking in time, you're in a time loop. You're in a time chamber. You know, when you're in the true consciousness, when you embrace it, it requires you to be in the present moment, here, right now. Nothing else involved. You're not calculating anything. You're not writing any notes. You're not running errands. You're just being present, whatever you're being. You're making yourself be present. You as the vessel, the physical being, as a human, you're making yourself just be present, be involved with what you're doing. Not involved like you're doing it, but be like involved, like you're hearing something, you're seeing something, you're being more attuned to it, you're looking at it closely, you're focusing on it. Not in a way to achieve anything, but just to be present, just to kind of like ponder on it, to dissect it, but you're not dissecting it. You're just being aware. Because when you do that, it's like what asks that question, like what am I looking at or this, when you're observing it, is your thoughts, but it has nothing to do with thoughts. You're doing it non-judgmentally. You're just being it. You're just there with it. That's all it is. Because when you do it, kind of silence out, you kind of pause, like it's silenced down because that is its true nature. It's not about thinking you're making judgments. It's just being. It's just true observational awareness. That's what that consciousness is. You're being present with whatever you're doing. And the reason why you could be conscious, even if you're doing, activities, because it's not rooted in dualism. It's just being, it's singularity. It's a single point. Your point is to focus on something, not focus on something, but just being, focus on being. It doesn't matter what you're doing because it's not rooted in dualism. Like you got to do multiple things and run errands and go to work. It's just being, that's all it really is. Like a black hole. If you look inside a black hole, it's just a black hole. It's just you get sucked into it because it's this vast state of just its own being. That's how you look at everything else as its being. Don't judge it. Just look at it for what it is, and just be with, just be it. Whatever you're hearing, you're smelling, you're seeing, you're just being there with it. You're pondering on it, not with your thought, but with consciousness, with awareness. Because when you're in awareness, things kind of like slow down a bit, because your mind, is rooted in time. So it's like it's slowing down, but you're really getting closer to what consciousness is. Your mind is going to try to like, measure it or define what it is, but that's you just being on track and just being more conscious. So don't listen to your mind. you know you know that's all it is. It's just it's a point. So you guys need to find consciousness. You can find it within you, because when you find that consciousness, you feel it within you. Like you feel kind of the peaceful, like your energy is going up their chakras to the crown, and That's why they say within you, like you just unlocked a part of yourself. But it's not a part of yourself. It is you. You're just disturbed by the mechanical process of your brain, which is thinking, which is your thoughts, which our thoughts are deep. Thoughts are not always bad if you use it, you know, for things that are necessary. But just put that to the side and just be just conscious. Be aware, be in that awareness, be present, you know, just be involved, focused. Not to achieve a project last, but to just be there with it. Non-judgmentally. How many people could really just be and do things non-judgmentally with awareness? Probably 98% can't, because they're doing it from their mind when they just about being. Yeah, people do it to still their mind or to quiet down, but it's not even about that. It's just awareness. That's all it is. It's just true awareness, man. You know, this is just full being and presence. So whatever you do right now in your habits, I want you to be more present, be more involved, observe it, not analyze it, because that's more involved with thinking. Just be more, present. Just notice it and just be it. Don't ponder on it, like don't try to figure it out what you're thinking, but just be. You notice how things will just kind of slow down and you're just focused on that point. You're just focused. You're being the focus of the focuser. You know, and it's naturally just gonna still your mind because you're just at one point. Your mind is not going 1,000 miles per hour. It's about slowing the heck down. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making all these moves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta experience it for yourself and you will see what I'm talking about. You will make a shift. To really understand it, just practice it. Listen to, take heed to what I'm saying. And you're gonna have a shift and you're gonna realize, oh, this is what it is. It's just being. I just gotta be there and I will just shift to consciousness. It's just presence. I can't figure my way out there. It's just being. It's an energetic shift. You're gonna feel very peaceful, very whole. Not whole as in a way to say you're empty, but whole like you're just there, like, man, you're like that other half of the whole connected together because you was only thinking and being in a state of your mind, which is limited. You know what I'm saying? Which is vague, which is shallow, but consciousness goes beyond that. It goes beyond thinking. That's why, man, you'd have to experience it for yourself. Man, if you just listen to, man, and take heed, man, you're really gonna have these experiences, man. I'm telling you, it's different. I'm telling you, man. Gotta find that consciousness, man. Just be within, whether you're within or you're out, you know, just be present, just be still. Close your eyes, just notice your thoughts or just breathe or feel your chest. Put your hands in your chest and just feel, you know, or just be there. Like if you see, if any thoughts come, just kind of like Of course, ignore it, but don't feed it too much attention and just be more involved. Of course, you're gonna see, you know, gut wrenching because your mind, you have to be more present, and you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be more involved, but you're gonna try it out and experiment it, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. The true consciousness, man. It's really simple. It's not rocket science. It's not physics. It's none of that. It's not bio. It's consciousness. It's just presence. It's just being. That's all it really is. It's really nothing pragmatic. It's ordinary. It's just that's all it is, y'all. You know, don't get trapped into the mode of thinking. Be in the mode of presence. You know what I'm saying? Be in presence. Being. That's what it is, you guys. Be more present, you guys.